Stronger.
And now, this is News Views, a newscast for Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, and the world. This is Bill Ratner speaking. And now, Michael Badger.
Hello and welcome to an interview edition of News View. Today I'm interviewing Brian Jackson, who has done some work here at UPTV with the show. And we'll start right in. I'll ask you, how long have you worked in the media, Brian?
Off and on for probably 37 years, maybe.
Okay.
Since my junior year in high school.
Okay, so 37 years. And what was it like? I heard you worked with the Associated Press. What was it like to work for the AP?
Oh, it was fantastic. I had a lot of responsibility over there. I was in charge of getting the scores together and sending, and reporting them up to high school scores, sending them and reporting them up to Chicago, and contacting with various newspapers around the area to process and getting the scores together to send to Associated Press. And
Brian, how long have you been doing your sports TV specials here at UPTV?
I would say probably about a year. I had an opinion program that I did about a year ago. We invited various organizations to come to the program, and nobody showed up. So I just did my own opinions and all that. And then we had Jeremy Warner and Aaron Bennett in September, and just recently we had Jeremy Warner again.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear nobody showed up for your first program.
Those things happen, Michael.
Yeah, they do. And what is your favorite part of working media?
My favorite part of working media probably would be the contact probably with the coaches. I think I had a pretty good relationship with the majority of the coaches I worked with. I think I would say it would be the coaches. I think I had a real good relationship with them.
Well, that helps when you're doing sports, I suppose. I've never done much sports. Let's get to the next question. When will your next sports program on UPTV, when will that be, and who will be on it?
I would be guessing that there are no further plans to do them. We have not discussed them, but I would say there are no further plans.
Okay.
Because I just would say that there would be no further plans to do them anymore.
Oh. All right. And would you like to maybe do sports on News View still?
That would depend what happens with the Inman Plaza. I have going to be which I will be continuing as social service director over at the Inman Plaza when it is finished. I don't know how much of that my time is going to be with that. I don't know. They haven't told me. I also work at the First United Methodist Church in Champaign 4 hours a week on Sunday. Depending what goes on there, I can't answer those questions.
Okay.
Michael.
Well, I wish you well, and thank you for coming here on News View. And This has been Brian Jackson, right?
Right.
And I'm Michael Badger. Stay tuned for more right here on Newsview.
Staying in town for the 4th? Join us at the Champaign County Freedom Celebration for a fun-filled day for the entire family. Now in our 63rd year, this year's parade and evening entertainment will be bigger and better than ever with a few new surprises. For more information, please join us online at www.july4th.net or call the hotline at 217-531-3777. The 2012 Champaign County Freedom Celebration. Something fun to do in CU.
I'm Michael Badger. Good evening. Tonight, the top story is, according to FoxNews.com, an autopsy of Trayvon Martin reportedly shows that the fatal bullet was fired from an intermediate range, quote unquote. The autopsy was leaked and shows the bullet that killed Trayvon Martin in Florida was from intermediate range, which one of the forensics experts said means the bullet was shot from anywhere from 1 to 18 inches away from him. The autopsy was conducted by the medical examiner in Volusia County, Florida, and it also showed that the 17-year-old Martin had one small abrasion on his left ring finger below the knuckle, according to the news report, that is. That report could back the account of George Zimmerman, the 28-year-old neighborhood watch captain accused of killing Martin, who has said he fired into Martin's chest in self-defense as the youth was straddling and pummeling him. The autopsy report was reviewed by NBC News, but not made available to the public. A spokesperson for the Volusia County, Florida area told that the Fox News channel the report was made public and was leaked by someone other than Volusia County Medical Examiner's office. He also noted attorneys for both Zimmerman and Martin had copies of it and said the report will not be released while the active investigation of the February 26 shooting remains underway. And you can read more about that at foxnews.com, and the Associated Press contributed to the Fox News report, which I just gave you some of. And in other news, yesterday, Donna Summer passed away at the age of 63. Her songs included Last Dance, Love to Love You Baby, and Bad Girl, and others like I Feel Love and Hot Stuff. And according to USA Today, Donna Summer became a born-again Christian and faced controversy in the 80s when she was accused of making anti-gay comments in relation to AIDS. And her music remains a fixture in dance clubs to this day, even after disco went out of style. Summer was born LaDonna Adrienne Gaines in 1948 in Boston and was raised on gospel music and became the soloist in her church choir by the age of 10. Love to Love You Baby was her U.S. chart debut and the first of 19 number one dance hits from 1975 to 2008, second only to Madonna. During the disco era, she burned up the charts She was the only artist to have 3 consecutive double LPs hit #1. Even More, Bad Girls on the Radio, and On the Radio. She was also the first female artist with 4 #1 singles in a 13-month period. According to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that is, where she was a nominee this year. She was never comfortable with the Disco Queen label, and you can see more about that probably usatoday.com in the Life section, among other places. And one more. According to MNT, medicalnewstoday.com, that's medicalnewstoday.com, a very sugary diet reportedly makes you stupid. They say here, as we near the final year exam for schools and universities, students should be wary of powering up on buckets of soda and pocketfuls of candy bars. A UCLA study on rats suggested that fructose slows down the brain and memory functions. Too much sweetness can also prevent learning. The findings are published in the Journal of Physiology and also show omega-3 fatty acids help to negate the effect. Earlier studies have shown that fructose is involved in causing diabetes, obesity, and a fatty liver, but this is the first research to uncover how sugar can influence the brain. In the Americas, high fructose corn syrup is widely used, whereas in Europe and Asia, sucrose is more prevalent. This study is focused on fructose, though. You can read more about that in Medical News Today at medicalnewstoday.com. And let me just say, I do not like juice that has high fructose corn syrup. It, to me, does not taste as good as juice without high fructose corn syrup. I'm Michael Badger. Thanks for watching NewsView. Stay tuned for the weather and have a great night.
There's just something about being outdoors.
Going hiking. Getting away from everything.
My family camps. We just love it.
Eat, sleep, fish. That's me.
You know, I can't imagine not having this.
But there's this bug. It's killing the trees.
The emerald ash borer beetle has destroyed millions of trees.
It lives in firewood.
You move firewood, you spread the beetle.
To our forests and our neighborhoods.
Help stop the beetle.
Promise you won't move firewood.
I promise not to move firewood.
I promise.
I promise not to move it to our campsite.
Or bring it back home.
I promise.
To burn it where I buy it.
I promise to protect the trees.
I promise. Will you?
Learn more. Go to stopthebeetle.info and promise you won't move firewood.
Some bike lanes are located adjacent to motor vehicle parking lanes. By Illinois law, no person shall open the door of a vehicle on the side of moving traffic unless and until it is reasonably safe to do so and can be done without interfering with the movement of other traffic. After parking and before opening vehicle doors, a motorist should first check their mirror and turn around to look in their blind spots for bicyclists. Only when it is safe to do so should a motorist open their door. If a bike lane is located within the door zone of a motor vehicle, a bicyclist should ride toward the left edge of the bike lane, away from the parked cars. In Champaign-Urbana, the tick marks that indicate the front and back of a motor vehicle parking space are extended out into the bike lane to encourage bicyclists to ride out of the door zone.
Trees are terrific!
Who perches on the branches, lives among the leaves.
Friendly Carly Cardinal, talking about trees.
Sometimes people take for granted about the best things ever planted, but they should be enchanted, should appreciate their trees.
Could you have a forest glade, build the treehouse where you played? Could you make your lemonade if you didn't have the trees? You need a tree to climb, that's where squirrels spend their time.
Oh, it's practically a crime when someone damages a tree.
When you think about a tree, it's as plain as it can be.
To some it's just a tree, but it's a home to me.
Trees, trees, Carly's Arbor Day Foundation spreads the word across the nation about trees.
Trees are terrific!
Don't let your child be a statistic. Tell them to get out and stay out of a burning building. Tell them it's okay to get dirty when they stop, drop, and roll. Tell them to stay at the safe meeting place until you come to get them. Fire emergencies are scary. They don't need to be deadly. This message brought to you by Buzzley Fire Safety. For more information, please visit our website at buzzleyfiresafety.com.
Bicyclists are not obligated to ride in the bike lane. If the bike lane is full of debris, the bicyclist should scan for traffic behind them, signal their intention, and merge into the vehicle traffic. If the bicyclist chooses, they may then merge back into the bike lane.
Hi there, I'm Michael Badger, and I do a program on UPTV called News View. It's a newscast seen Monday nights at 10:30 or 1 a.m. and Friday nights at 9 p.m. and midnight. And thanks for watching. I'm Michael Badger, and don't miss News View right here on UPTV Channel 6 or 99.
My husband Hank, he taught me to live like there's no tomorrow, and we did it all. European vacations, expensive cars, the best restaurants. Life was great till he died. Now there are no tomorrows for Hank, but they're all I've got, because we never saved a dime.
I'm Brian Jackson. Here's a look at sports. The other night, the Chicago Cubs beat the St. Louis Cardinals 4-2. The Chicago White Sox beat the Kansas City Royals 5-0. Parkland College will be looking for a new men's basketball coach. Nate Mast earlier this week announced his resignation to take a job at Southwest Missouri State under new coach Barry Hinson. At Southern Illinois under former Southwest Missouri coach Barry Hinson. The Parkland College women's softball team begins competition at the Women's National Softball Tournament in Clinton, Mississippi. They will be playing a team from Des Moines, Iowa. The Parkland men's softball team will be playing in coming days in the Region 24 tournament in Springfield. And the Illinois men's baseball team will be hosting Minnesota in a do-or-die series coming up in a matter of time at Illinois Field. I'm Brian Jackson. That is a look at sports.
Excuse me, Dan, but you should never plug a major appliance into an extension cord. Good job, Dan. Damaged cords can erupt into sparks and cause a fire. Use light bulbs with the correct wattage and fix damaged cords. That's great, Dan. Never place anything that can burn over a lamp. Good job, Dan. Now, stay safe. Life isn't a cartoon. There are thousands of electrical fires each year. Don't be a doofus. Learn more about preventing fires at nfpa.org.
Hello, this is your News View weather for the weekend. And Friday night, mostly clear, low of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday, high of 90 degrees Fahrenheit under sunny skies. Saturday night, clear skies with a low of 63 degrees. And Sunday, a high of 86 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny skies once again. And for Sunday night, a low temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit with a 40% chance of thunderstorms. I'm Michael Badger, and this has been your Central Illinois weather forecast on Newsview.
1-800-222-1222. 1-800-222-1222. If you think it might be poison, then the first thing you should do is call 1-800-222-1222. Poison is the kind of thing you're not supposed to touch. Oh, prescriptions, cleaning stuff, or spider bites and such. If you swallowed something bad or think you took too much, call the Poison Control Center hotline. We're the people you can trust.
For poison emergencies or just questions, the Poison Control Center hotline is here 24/7 with the expert help you need. Free and confidential. We hope you never need us, but keep our number by the phone.
1-800-222-1222. 1-800-222-1222. If you think it might be poison and you don't know what to do, call 1-800-222-1222.
And now, another adventure with Savings Man.
Oh dear, I can't afford that.
Charge it. You can pay it off later.
Not so fast, credit card guy.
Savings Man.
Don't let him entice you, ma'am. Credit card guy can lead you to big trouble. You need a savings plan.
You're right, Savings Man.
Get this ballpark estimate worksheet at choosetosave.org. It will help you get started.
Gee, thanks, Savings Man.
No, thank you.
So visit choosetosave.org and get your ballpark estimate today.
Coming up next on UPTV at 9:30, Fast Forward, and at 12:30, R&R TV.